everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to look at the Mafex The Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker 2.0. This is the second version of Joker from The Dark Knight they made in the purple suit. This is a significant improvement from the previous version. It was one of their earlier Mafex figures. I ordered this figure from AmiAmi.com. That's where I get all of my Mafex figures from. I noticed they happen to have this guy in stock again for a pretty cheap price. Ordering directly from Japan is way cheaper than buying from any of the US sites like Mafex figures. If you're ordering from Big Bad Toy Store, you might check out AmiAmi. There will be a link in the description below. I've had this figure for a few years now, but I always wanted to get a second one so I could display him both with his purple suit and as a jail cell Joker. The Honor Guard Joker came with extra pieces to enhance his figure, giving you many different display options. This guy's always been pretty expensive on the secondary market, so I was really surprised to see AmiAmi have him in stock for a discounted price. So let's check out the packaging. As you can see at the top, The Dark Knight Mafex. This is the 51st figure in the Mafex line. Why so serious? This package has ha 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 all over it. Deep face, Batman, etc. Why so serious? The Joker by Medicom Toys and DC. One side of the package, Mafex, the Joker version 2.0, Why So Serious. Other side, got the Joker card. Bottom, got a bunch of credits, and there is a barcode, in case that helps anybody. And on the back side, you can see the Joker, a ton of different display options, ton of different accessories. So no further ado, let's open him up. So here's the Joker 2.0 on the left, next to the Mafex Joker 1.0 on the right. We'll check out the improvements in this video. Alright, now that I got this figure out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He does come with quite a bit of stuff. 4 Joker cards, 3 knives, a pipe, 2 alternate feet with spikes coming out of their shoes, 8 alternate hands, totaling 10 interchangeable hands, 2 heads, a rocket launcher, a pistol, and a submachine gun. Before we look at those, let's talk about and check out the actual figure. So this is the Joker from The Dark Knight, played by Heath Ledger. Rest in peace. This is the second updated version of him in his classic traditional purple suit. So let's take a look. Start with his head here. The likeness is pretty nice. The hair, sculpting is great. Looks like a couple different shades of green, some black in there. He's got the dark around the eyes, the white makeup on the face. You can even see some flesh with the wrinkles in his brow. Scarred lips, some red lipstick. It all looks fantastic and very movie accurate. Purple trench coat here. Looks like Mafex's unique version of double jointed elbows. So you can open up, you can see inside of here. The green vest. He's got the dress shirt, the black tie, an actual chain on the side there. Dress slacks with what appears to be single jointed knees. Dress shoes. Inside his jacket, it's red. All looks very nice and authentic. And just a closer look at his face and head sculpt, the likeness is definitely there. And then, here's the figure broken down as far as he can go, with all of his removable parts detached. Now let's take a look at his accessories, and let's start off with his hands. Now let's look at his hands. He has a total of 10 of them, 5 pair. Here he is, with his first pair of hands. These are his fists. Then, his next pair of hands. These are some open hands. Could be grabbing something, maybe holding somebody with one hand like this, and the other hand with a knife, threatening them. Here's his third pair of hands. These hands look like they could grip something pretty small. They also are sort of pointy with the index finger. Here's his fourth pair of hands. Some more gripping hands. And these have a trigger finger for his weapons. And here's his last pair of hands. These are also some gripping hands, but have a very small grip. Looks like these are intended to hold his Joker cards. Now let's look at his heads. He has 2 of them. The one on the left has a more normal expression. One on the right, a little bit of a bigger smile. Sinister happiness. Here he is, with his first head attached. This one has a more normal expression. although there's really nothing normal about the way this guy looks. And here's his second head. He's smiling a lot bigger. Seems to really be enjoying what he's doing right now. Maybe hurting somebody, burning some cash, etc. Now let's look at his feet. He has 2 regular pairs of shoes, and then 2 shoes with the blade sticking out. He used that at Bruce Wayne's party. I have an absolute ton of these Mafex feet with the spikes coming out of them. Some from this Joker, the previous version of the Joker, and a bunch of Kingsman figures. Here's Joker with his regular feet on, and here he is with his spiked feet on. Here are his cards. They're very small. Try not to drop on the floor, you'll probably lose them. Each one is a little bit different. There are 3 single cards, and there's 1 stack of cards. Each one appears to be a Joker card. And here's how they look on the back side of the cards. They're all from the same deck. Here's the Joker holding one of his Joker cards. I remember the part of the film where he approached the mobsters, and he said, "Here's my card," which was ridiculous because obviously there's no way to call him with that. And here he is, holding a pile of cards, which he flips around to show you his hand. He's got 3 knives. They're all a little bit different. They're all very small. This one here, you can see the blade and the handle. You can see a little bit of the blade sticking through on one side. This next one here, this is what I picture when I think of the Joker from the Dark Knight. And then one here, pure metal, looks pretty cool. Detail is very nice on all of them, but they're very small, easy to lose. Here he is, holding one of the knives. Fits in that hand pretty nicely. Then, holding on to the second of the 3 knives. And here he is, holding the 3rd knife. Each one is small, but fits in the hand nicely. Now let's look at his pipe. Not much to say about this. It's simply a metal pipe. This was from the end of the film, when he was hitting Batman with these sonar goggles on, while the canines were attacking him at the same time. Here's Joker, holding the pipe. Not really much to say about it, just a silver pipe. Now let's look at his pistol. It's a semi-automatic pistol with an extended clip. Looks pretty nice, silver at the top, the rest of the gun is black. Then we have the extended clip sticking out there. Here's the Joker, holding it and pointing this pistol at you. And here's his machine gun. As you can see, it's really all in one color. Nice scope and detail on the barrel there. It's got the clip, kind of square shape to it. Here's Joker holding his machine gun. He can hold it with 2 hands, or with 1 hand, a little more freely. Now let's look at this rocket launcher, or RPG. It's got a green rocket at the front, some silver down here, black, brown, a lot of detail. The front rocket can actually come off. Here's Joker holding and aiming his rocket launcher. He's got the trigger finger that fits into the trigger area, and the rest of the RPG rests on his shoulder for support. And while not accessories that came with this Joker, here's some pieces that came with the Honor Guard Police Joker. These are intended to enhance this 2.0 Joker. We've got alternate arms without the jacket on, alternate head, a little bit roughed up, beat up, and then some alternate hands with no gloves. Here's the Mafex Joker 2.0 in his normal purple suit and trench coat look. And here's the Joker 2.0 with those parts swapped out. It's a whole nother figure. If you're religiously getting these Mafex figures, it's really cool to get further accessories that can almost give you a whole nother action figure. And of course, that was the whole reason that I got this Joker 2.0. I already had one of those open. I already had one of those unopened. Now I've got a second one, so I can display both options at the same time. And I did it for a very reasonable price. Here's the Mafex Joker 2.0 on the left, next to the original 1.0 on the right. The 2.0 is an improvement in almost every possible way. The paint job, the articulation, the accessories, sculpt, everything. Start off with their heads. I mean, that speaks for itself. This guy's hair looks a lot worse. The actual face, I mean, it's recognizable, but boy, is it night and day compared to this improvement here. The overall sort of color scheme of the outfit just looks so much darker. This one's so much more vibrant and alive. They have the similar chain. Look at the knees, the way they did the sculpt. It's just hidden so much better in the new figure. Is there anyone out there that actually likes the 1.0 better? I would be extremely surprised. Here's the Mafex 1.0 Joker, the Mafex 2.0 Joker, and the Mafex 2.0 Joker with the jail cell parts. They've got both the first and second version of the Mafex Joker unopened in the background. The ultimate Mafex Heath Ledger Joker collection. Now they've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and his accessories. Now let's check out his height. From bottom to the top of his head, he's standing at about 6.25 inches tall, which can translate to about 16 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course, it can rotate from side to side. You can look up about that far, down about that far. Not bad. Can tilt his head from one side to the other. Shoulders, a ball joint, goes out a little bit less than 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. A little bit obstructed from his jacket here. He does have these drop down shoulders. See, they drop down, leave a big gap. You can push them back up in there. He's got double jointed elbows. They pretty much go all the way in. His wrist here can rotate, and it's going to be hinged as well. In his torso, we've got a ball joint, rotate around, forward and back. Another ball joint in his waist, rotate around, forward and back. Legs pretty much goes out just about that far. Ball joints inside of there. He does have the drop down legs. You can see the big gap there. Push it back up. They go forward about that far. Back not much. Double jointed knees in this unique Mafex fashion, but they don't really go back that far. Then his ankle here. Forward and back. Rotate around. Tilt rock. Pretty limited, but it has all those ranges of motion to articulation. Here's the Joker in my Joker base on my Joker shelf, taking his rightful place as leader of the Joker gang. And here's a closer look at the Joker in the Joker base, holding his Joker card. Here's a party in Bruce Wayne's penthouse. He's celebrating Harvey Dent's campaign. Of course, the Joker thugs invade the party. The Joker gets a hold of Rachel Dawes. He asks her, "Do you want to know how I got these scars?" Rachel pushes the Joker away, and Joker says, "A little fighting ya. I like that." Then Batman busts in and says, "Then you're gonna love me." The Joker backs up and lets his henchmen do the work. A couple of Joker's thugs grab Batman. Joker takes the opportunity to bust the knife out of his shoe and kick Batman in the stomach. Later on, here's Joker aiming his rocket launcher, about to fire, and at the end of the film, Joker and Batman have a confrontation. Joker throws a net at Batman and sicks his Rottweilers. Before long, Joker jumps in and starts hitting Batman with the pipe. Eventually, Batman breaks free. Joker is holding Batman over the edge of the building, and he asks him, "Do you want to know how I got these scars?" And Batman says, "No, but I know you're going to get these," and fires his gauntlets into Joker. Batman then flips Joker off the building, but doesn't let him die. Saves him with a grappling launcher, pulls him up, and talks to him. Once he finds out Harvey Dent has become Two-Face, he leaves Joker for the police and goes to save Gordon. Now let's check them out next to some of their action figures, starting off with some of their Mafex figures. Here's this Joker 2.0. Next to the jail cell Joker, which is also made from the Joker 2.0, I can finally have them on the display at the same time like I've wanted. And here he is, next to the Joker 1.0 on the right. Then, next to the Joker as bank robber. I personally use this as a Joker thug in my action figure world. Got a couple of them for that purpose. And here's the Joker as an honor guard police officer. I bought a few of these guys and used them as GCPD police officers. Here are all the different variations of the Dark Knight Joker that Mafex has given us. They've hit about everything they could do, besides Joker in his nurse outfit. Here's the Joker 2.0, next to the Mafex Dark Knight Batman 1.0, one of the worst Mafex figures that I have. And here he is, next to the Dark Knight Batman 2.0, an improvement, but still leaving a lot to be desired. And now, here's the Joker 2.0, next to the Dark Knight Batman 3.0. If you want the best Dark Knight Joker and Dark Knight Batman, you want the 2.0 Joker and the 3.0 Batman. Here's this Mafex Dark Knight Joker 2.0, next to all the Joker figures Mafex has given us from Suicide Squad, played by Jared Leto. But where Mafex really excels is with their comic figures. Here's this Joker, next to the Dark Knight Returns Joker. And here, next to a Mafex Hush comic Joker. And here he is, next to the newest Mafex Joker. This is the animated Joker from the new Batman Adventures. Here are all of the different Mafex Jokers they've made so far. Really hope they give us one from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now let's check them out with a bunch of other Heath Ledger Joker figures. We'll start off with the smaller ones that were way larger. Here he is, next to an SH Figure Arts Heath Ledger Joker. Then, next to the Mafex 1.0 Joker. And here he is, next to a Mattel Movie Master Joker from the Dark Knight. Then, next to a Mattel DC Multiverse Dark Knight Joker. And here, with a NECA Heath Ledger Joker. I think it's only a matter of time before McFarlane does one in their DC Multiverse line. Here are all of the Dark Knight Heath Ledger Joker figures I have in their traditional purple outfits. Here are all the different live-action Joker figures they've made. They're all on the 6-inch scale. There are two that are notably absent. Both the Jack Nicholson 1989 Joker and the new Joker from The Batman. In front of you, we have Cesar Romero Joker from the 1966 show, Heath Ledger Joker from The Dark Knight, Jared Leto Joker from Suicide Squad, and the Joaquin Phoenix Joker from Joker. Now let's check them out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you don't know which lines you can mix him with. Since he's a Mafex figure, they're typically the 6-inch scale. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the smaller action figure lines I collect, and work my way larger. And I'm going to include as many Joker figures as I can during these comparisons. Here he is, with the smallest action figure line I collect. Here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. And here he is, next to some SH Figure Arts Joker figures. Then, with some Hasbro Marvel Legends. Since we already checked him out, next to a bunch of other Mafex Joker figures. Here he is, with some more Mafex figures. Then, next to some Mattel, DC Universe Classics, and Multiverse Joker figures. And here he is, next to some Mezco 112 collective figures. Then, with some Mattel wrestling figures. And now, next to some Jazzwares AEW wrestlers. And here, standing next to some NECA figures. Then, next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Joker figures. And now, next to some McFarlane DC Multiverse Joker figures. And here he is, next to some DST or Diamond Select toys. And finally, next to some Jakks Pacific wrestling figures. Overall, this is a fantastic Joker figure. The likeness is great. Sculpt and paint job are excellent, no issues there. Articulation is pretty good, but it's a little bit limited by the jacket, and the double jointed elbows and knees don't really function quite as well as some other double jointed elbows and knees out there. His accessories are amazing, comes with so much stuff, ton of different display options. If I were to rate this figure, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. Very strong release, one of the best Dark Knight Joker figures out there. I personally prefer the 7-inch scale, so I think the NECA one might be my favorite, but that's just personal preference. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.